2026. What? So let's talk about this weird little week between Christmas and New Year's. That in-between stage. Kind of like we all got a hangover, you know? So no one knows what day it is. There's leftovers, tree needles everywhere. And you know, we're still maybe in our sweatpants. And somehow, the internet, social media is thinking that this is a perfect time to redesign our entire life. I don't think so. I think we're still in that maybe potential. So this is the hot take. You don't need a dramatic reinvention this year. You don't need it. What we need is direction. So hey friends, it's Kate. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would actually love to talk a little bit about what happens when the calendar flips into January. And because let's just be honest, the pressure of coming into a new year, it can feel intense. But we're at a time of year where it's quieter, like in general. And these are the times when we can set intentions and set a direction to figure out which way we want to go. Because see, most of the year, we're pushing. This winter season, the solstice, and then leading up to the new year is a wonderful time to rebuild and to redirect ourselves and knowing what is it that we want? What do we want? How do we have the new us and bringing in what is new and resonates with us now and what no longer resonates with us from the past? We can let those things go. I've held this belief for a while, especially over the last couple years, and realized that I could have everything color-coded and the perfect book and everything else. But you know, it never worked for me, even though I've taught it and I've learned it and everything else. And it wasn't because I lacked motivation. It's true for my clients. It's not that we're not motivated. It's because the goals that we set, they didn't fit our real life. So this year, that actually has shifted the way that I want to approach these conversations, because first thing we have to do is start out with honesty. And that's why I say we have to know what resonates with us and what no longer resonates. We evolve. We become someone new. And I don't know about you, but I know that I want to have more meaning in the goals that I have moving forward. I didn't want to have another plan that just made me feel behind. I want to feel that I was moving in alignment at a proper pace and time. That brought me peace. So I stopped asking, what should I do this year? And started asking, what actually works for me right now? These are the conversations I have with my clients. You see, that single shift, what really works for me, what works for you, really can change everything. And you know, what I did is I chose a direction over perfection. Intensity is no longer what I'm fueled by. I want intention. No more drama, just steps that move forward. And see, that's one of the biggest reasons why I coach and why I speak, is because I've lived enough to know that forcing transformation, it just doesn't work. But choosing direction, that does. It truly, truly does. So let's talk a little bit about motivation for a second. I've been called like the master motivator and all these crazy names. You know, motivation, it's loud, it's proud, it shows up, it has promise and enthusiasm. But you know, there's another thing about motivation. It's the internal drive, what internally motivates us. That's important. What is the intention that's behind the motivation that's going to fuel us? That's what sticks. Because intention, it shapes how we live, how we spend our time, and what you and I say yes to. You know, not only to like have a sense of purpose moving forward, but also to be able to bring rest in the play. And that's how we build momentum forward, is to make one conscious, intentional step at a time. That's really, truly what it is. So instead of resolutions, let's try asking better questions. Not 10 of them, just a couple of them to drive us forward. So here's a couple suggestions. How do you want your day to feel this year? How do you want these days to feel like? And what supports me when maybe my motivation and drive fades? That's the direction. And what is the direction that you're willing to commit to consistently? Because that's the key operative word, is consistency. You don't need to have a perfect plan. I'm here to tell you that. You just need a plan that you're not going to quit on, that you can build on consistently. That's the difference. And that's why I created the 2026 Reboot Worksheet. You can download it below. It's really a short worksheet that will help you get greater clarity without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling like you got to color code everything. It's not about doing more in these in-between weeks. It's about setting a direction you can live with. And you know, the worksheet, it's practical, it's grounded, and it's designed for real life. Nothing crazy, just a way to get greater clarity. You can download, again, in the link below, the Reboot Worksheet. And if you're interested in getting a reboot call with me, also feel free to click the link. This year, you don't actually need to be someone else. So I'm just inviting you to begin again, with intention, with added perspective. And you know what? A little bit of humor. Because, we all could use a little bit more humor in our days. You don't need to overhaul everything. I'm here to say that. You just need a little bit more direction that feels right, that's going to draw you forward. That's what it's all about. That's more than enough. So I'm really glad you're here. I'm Kate McKay, and I'll see you soon. And remember, you have greatness within you, and I believe in you. Talk soon.